tomorrow is the chance to lift the trophy here. So we do everything, and for me will be special when that is finally in Prague.
Next question, please.
Alistair Bruce Fall from BBC Radio 5 Live. A question for both of you. You will be well aware of how many thousands of fans have travelled out here to support the club. I was chatting to a couple of them in the main square today who are still pinching themselves that they're here watching West Ham compete for a major European trophy. How important is it for you guys to win it, to try and win it, not just for yourselves, not just for the club, but for the West Ham fans?
Yeah, no, I think it's massive. And like you said about pinching yourself, it probably is that as well, because I've been here 3 years, and if you told me that we'd be in the European final 3 years later, I would have bit your hand off. Last year we was obviously so disappointed to lose in the semi-final, so that probably gave us that extra bit of motivation to do it this year. And I think with the season that we've had as well, I think adds into wanting to do it even more, to make it even more special for us. But like you said, the fans are travelling out here in I don't know how many numbers, but the fan base here is incredible, and we want to win it, like you said, for us, for our teammates, but mainly the fans.
Yeah, as Jarrod said, our fans are incredible. How many of them is coming, even they don't have tickets. So West Ham has a great history, but we can make even better after many years. To get the trophy for this club can be like honor for all of us, and we want to do for us and for all West Ham fans.
Front row. Buon pomeriggio. Simone Bargellini, Viola News.
Good evening. I'd like to ask Thomas something, if I may. A few years ago, before you joined West Ham, there was a lot of interest from Fiorentina. I'd like to ask you, were you close to a Fiorentina move? Was this a sliding doors moment in your career? As for Jarrod, I'd like to ask you, what do you know about Fiorentina? What have you studied about Fiorentina? What do you fear most about Fiorentina?
So I can agree that I got interested by Fiorentina just 6 months before I came to West Ham, but for me it was an honor that I got interested. I appreciate it a lot. But I was in Slavia Prague, and we got just to the group of Champions League, and I wanted to play Champions League with Slavia Prague in the group. So I stayed 6 months later, and after that I got an offer from West Ham.
Yeah, and for me, obviously we've seen a lot of Fiorentina. We've done our preparation on them, and it's a final. You don't get to a final for being a bad team, so we respect them a lot and what they do. And they've scored a lot of goals in this competition, so that's one of their main threats. But listen, it's a final, and we'll try and stop what they're good at and try and exploit what we feel that we can in the game.
Please.
Hello, Kerry Brown, BeanymanSports. A question to both of you. Your captain, Declan Rice, old before his years, could follow Billy Bonds and Bobby Moore to be the next captain to lift a trophy. What has he been saying to you all? And Jarrod, you connect so well with him. What has he done to help lift both of your games and to ease the nerve here? And also very quickly to you, Jarrod, you marked the news that you were expecting twins with goals against Everton. How much would you like to mark it here tomorrow?
Well, the first question about Dec is, he's still so young, and for him to be captain tomorrow, leading out in the European final, for him is a massive honour for him. And we all respect him as a captain. He's a top captain, and we all in it together that we want to win. So listen, Dex has been a great captain following Nobes. It was never going to be an easy thing replacing Nobes as captain, but I think Dex has stepped in, and for his age as well, and looked so natural at it. And yeah, the twins are here now. So now I wanna score. Just one will be nice. I mean, if it's two, I'd take two. But yeah, scoring tomorrow is obviously what I've thought about.
As Jarrod said, that Deco is a great player on and off the pitch, and so if he leads us tomorrow as well to get trophy, he's the right person to have the captain on his arm.
Hi, Emilio Lezama from Mexico, El Universal. How do you prepare personally, not at a team level, but on a personal level for a final like this? What do you read? What do you listen to? Is there any specific method? And the second question would be, every team has something special, and you were not born at West Ham. What makes West Ham a special club to you now?
I think for me, it feels like one big family. This is the second question. It feels like we're all one big family. Since I've been here, the fans have welcomed me with open arms, and I've been lucky that the group here has been so special over the last few years, and we've had some great times. But I think this tomorrow would top it off to the top. So for me, it would be, I think, the fan base that we have here and that kind of family culture that has been created here. For me, I'd say that's one of the best things about this club.
About the club, it's also became at the same time, and it's now 3.5 years. So it's it's a lot of time of our career. So I played here at the stadium for this club, Slavia Prague, like many years. But this 3.5 years, it's a lot, and I will remember forever and appreciate, especially when the fans appreciate me. It put a lot of respect between us. And if we think about preparation, it's a final, it's a big game tomorrow, and we want to be ready, like individually and even in team preparation. So it's the final big game, so that's mean big preparation in every piece.
Tomáš Petr Český rozhlas, dobrý den. Tomáši, já se chci zeptat, jestli jste ve stejné
Tomáš,
kabině,
I would
jako
like to
jste byl ve
ask,
Slavii, nebo
is
jestli
this,
jste spolu s tým v té
are you
druhé,
now in the
ať
same
jste na svém místě a kolik známých
place
lidí na
where you
Fiorentíně
play,
zájem o lístky?
as you played here, and how many people will you have in the stands?
Si můžu v češtině.
So, yeah, we are in the home team's booth. We're not the home team tomorrow, but I'm very glad that I'm in the locker room that I'm used to, and I'm used to also the side of the pitch where we'll be playing. So this will echo the times when I played here with Slavia or the national team, because we also played here with the national team and it was great times. And I think this will make me feel comfortable during the game tomorrow, and I will put in the best possible effort as I did when I played for Slavia. And in the locker room, they asked me where was my place, so I explained it to them and they know it.
Dobrý den, Jiří Čiják, dnes.cz. Hello everybody, but I will continue in Czech.
Tomáš, you've spent quite a lot of time in this particular room, but I don't think you ever saw such a crowd here. You also know this stadium inside out, you know the pitch. Is this an advantage for you because you really know this pitch as the back of your hand? Or will you be nervous because this is probably the biggest game of your career? And another question, when you came with Vladimír Coufal, did anything particular come to mind, any particular memory that just jumped out? Thanks. Yes, I think it will help me because I feel like I'm at home, I feel comfortable. Since we came to the stadium, I went immediately to the locker room, I know. I went to the pitch, I know. I see fans of West Ham that I also know very well. So I do feel comfortable. Even coming here to just check out the pitch and even coming to this press conference. Yes, I've been here many times and I feel comfortable, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And as for the memories, when we stepped into the tunnel, I know that there are the Conference League posters and stuff, but I remember the photos that are there originally. I remember the names that are written on the walls of the legendary players. When I see the locker room, the gym room, I just really feel like I'm at home.
Hi, both of you. Jacob Steinberg from The Guardian. The Fiorentina manager last week said that he would look to disrupt your game with tactical fouls. Obviously, you're quite a counter-attacking side. So how much of a concern is that for you, and how important is it, especially after what happened with the Frankfurt game last year, where things seem to get on top of you, to manage your emotions and take care of the details in this game?
I wouldn't say. I think last year is done. In terms of what happened, it was unfortunate, the situation that happened with a red card quite early on. And in terms of the Fiorentina manager, I'm sure there's probably been a lot more talk in the build up to this, because it's a final and it's probably any way of trying to disrupt a game plan or something. But we're focused on what we know that we want to do. And until you get out on the pitch, you never fully know what to expect from an opposition team. So it's about finding out quickly, and not changing your game plan, but seeing, because we prepare for what we think is going to happen, and then on the pitch things happen. It's down to us players to be adaptable to changes if it needs changes on the pitch.
We will take the very last question, then David Moyes will join us for the second part of the press conference. So one last question, then we change.
Hello, Jarrod and Thomas. Gary from Sky. You've spoken already about Declan. I think it's the worst kept secret in football that he's probably going to take the chance to move and onto the next challenge of his career. The fans, West Ham fans, don't blame him for taking that opportunity. How do his teammates feel about that?
Our teammates are excited to go out to a final together tomorrow with him as our captain, because like I said, when I first signed, I'd never in my wildest dreams think that we'd be playing in European final 3 years later. So to be here and to be so close to winning a trophy for all of us, it's, I said before that, we're teammates, but we're friends as well. So to do it with your teammates, your friends, and to win it for everybody, would be, it would be so special. So that's what our focus is on.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, we just concentrate on the football tomorrow.
And actually, we can take one last question, because David Moyes is still on the pitch. So if anyone wants to ask one more question, it's now. Maybe the man in blue at the back, please.
Jarrod, Thomas, Sam Matface from Talk Sport. It hasn't been the easiest of seasons, but what do you put that down to, first of all? And secondly, do you feel as if you're coming into form at just the right time?
I think we could probably be here hours if we wanted to go and try and figure out what went wrong in the season for us. But I think the main thing throughout the season was, one, we stayed up in the league, and it's not something to celebrate, because this club doesn't want to be, celebrating just staying in the Premier League. It wants the standards that we've set. We expect more, but that was a situation that we faced. So that was the first goal, and then the next goal now is to win this trophy. I think we've, like you said, come into a really good bit of form into the back end of the season. So we've had a bit of time off now since the Leicester game. We haven't played for, I don't know how long it is. So we're mentally ready, physically ready for a massive game tomorrow night.
Yeah, the season is up and down, and today or tomorrow we can just change this season for unbelievable season if we lift the trophy. So we want to do it.
The man in green at the back, please.
Thank you, Harit Zatrian, Armenian Press. My question is to both. So this is the last game of the season, and considering that you are at 14th place, there is no other chance, if not winning, to play in Europe. So which motivates you? The cup, the trophy, or playing next season in Europe?
I think that we can't pick just one thing because we have been playing European competition 2 years in a row, and all of us enjoying that, and we want another year to put third year in a row. So that's the big goal. But to get the trophy, to get the medal, gold medal is another thing, another level, and making history. So we can't put just one thing. We want to win and take both.
Okay, last one.
Hi guys, it's Kieran Gill from Daily Mail. Have you both been practicing penalties? I imagine all the guys have, and do you fancy yourselves taking one if it gets to that?
We've prepared for that because, you know, it's a final and we understand that it could go all that way to penalties, and sometimes I find you can take too many and then, you know, you might miss. So I think it's quite natural taking penalties. Of course, you practice the place that you want to put them and the situation, but I think to replicate the kind of the pressure that a penalty shootout is difficult. It's all about picking your sides and hoping, you know, you score the goal. So we've prepared for it, like I said, because we know that it could come up tomorrow. So we've done everything right in terms of the preparation for it. So we'll see tomorrow if it's needed.
So thanks a lot to Jarrod and Thomas for your time. David Moyes will join us in a few seconds. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.